Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 12th of February, and this time I'm bringing you a little bit of an information dump from Ubisoft as they have detailed their latest financial report, which of course goes through their overall sales as well as speaking a little bit about their big franchises and how well they did. And of course, given how much of a mess Unity was, let's start with Assassin's Creed. Now, Ubisoft said that they shipped 10 million units of Assassin's Creed Unity and Rogue combined, but unfortunately they did not break it down to specific figures for either. However, Far Cry 4 seemed to fare fairly well with retailers as 7 million units were shipped to stores, while The Crew shipped about 2 million. Watch Dogs was noted to have shipped 10 million units, while Just Dance was once again highly sought after, with the latest iteration shipping about 4 million units, so even Just Dance did better than The Crew, which is a little bit interesting. Now, we also have some comments here, and I'm not done with the financial information just yet, but the CEO, Yves Guillemot, did touch upon the infamous launch issues with Assassin's Creed Unity during the call to investors. And basically, he chalked it up to the console transition and having to recreate the game engine, and he actually said, quote, "We tried to create engines that take full control advantage of consoles, and in regards to Unity, we had to redo the entire engine. It's painful for all of the group as it has to be recalibrated, and with this game, a few things were not perfect at launch. But the engine was created and will help the game shine in the future. These are steps we have to take in order to innovate, and while sometimes painful, it will ensure overall quality of future titles." Now, of course, Assassin's Creed, and the latest one is of course rumoured to be Assassin's Creed Victory, The Division and Rainbow Six Siege titles, are on course for their release by the end of the next fiscal year, which will end March 31st, 2016. Now, of course, there will be 5 AAA titles in totals, but they aren't really discussing them at length at the moment. More information will be announced regarding platforms and possible release dates at the end of May. As well as all this, Guillemot also confirmed during the investor call that the Assassin's Creed film was in production and will be releasing in December of next year. Now back onto the finance, as they also saw a 157% surge in digital revenues to €138 million during the quarter, with revenue during the 9 months ending December the 31st totaling €274 million, about $312 million, and up 120% year over year. Digital represented 21% of Ubisoft's total sales, compared with 15.3% during the same period last year. As well as all this, a 26% increase in back catalogue sales were also reported, totaling about €67 million, which is about $76 million for the quarter, and up 6% to 182 million, euros, which is about $207 million for the 9-month period. So there you have it. Now, I can certainly see where Eve is coming from regarding, well, having to rebuild the engine, but that doesn't excuse their lack of testing. We weren't talking about the game being slightly rough around the edges with some bugs and maybe optimization issues on some minor things that could be pretty much overlooked and explained away with the new engine. But the game was, well, absolutely broken at launch, and it still is pretty broken even now. I played it just the other day, and within 10 minutes fell through the world and died after about 5 minutes of floating aimlessly through white space. So yes, some of it can be chalked up to the new engine, but not all. So hopefully Ubisoft do not repeat that horrible mistake with Assassin's Creed Victory, as of course we all want to see the British Assassin's Creed be as glorious as possible. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.